Alright, now we're going to look at a workflow between Mudbox and Maya, starting with size. Alright, so there is a set designated size between the two programs that work well with each other. If you were to open the starter stuff, like if I went to go and let's say close Mudbox out altogether and close out Maya altogether, when I first launch Mudbox, you'll have those starter meshes. And they work oh so well. So, as I was working with Maya and creating my own stuff, I was like, wow, these suck. And I couldn't figure out quite why they suck so bad. And the reason is the size differentiation between Maya and Mudbox. So here, if you look at the grid, the cow looks oh so tiny. And let's get this over to Maya real quick. So send to Maya, send selected to new scene. I'll send the base mesh instead. And you're like, wow, it didn't work. There's no cow. Well, there is a cow here. And he's really big. Okay. And how big is he? Well, in here it just says scale of 1 because he came in as a scale of his own as 1 as an object. So I would highly suggest you learn the size, and the size is very easy to get. All you do is make a polygon cube, and keep in mind both Maya and Mudbox are set to centimeters right now. Okay. By default they are always set to centimeters, so I wouldn't change anything. They should be both good. 168 centimeters will give you about the same as the cow. Bingo. So now that I've discovered that, usually what I do is I start out a scene and I'll make this box and I'll stay within the box. I know it sounds weird and dumb, but ever since then, I don't mind the workflow. I used to hate Mudbox with a passion. I prefer ZBrush all the way. I prefer Blender all the way. The problem is my students do not have ZBrush, and Blender is one of those things that new students that got started out with Maya usually tend to stay with Maya for a little bit until they get bored with Maya, and then they venture off with Blender. Even though Blender is a pretty strong application to learn, it's one of those things that it's very hotkey driven. So if you're not very good with hotkeys, you might not like the program, but it is an amazing program. So this is me counteracting this with a Maya and Mudbox workflow that the students can use back and forth between all classes and all programs. So, first lesson was size. Let's go on to the next video.